everyone. I'm sorry about the video resolution. The laptop I'm recording on is essentially kind of a bare bones laptop that I got for my um, stenography. Um, Usually I use two laptops. The other laptop I have is for the actual script of what I'm writing, and this is just to watch the videos that I get in order to transcribe them. Um, but anyway, um, it's been about 18 months since I last posted a video here. Um, just to let you know, I'm reading from something that I wrote as a precursor to my next series of videos. So I'm going to be looking down a lot to see what I said, make sure I don't miss anything. Um, so it's been about 18 months. Things have continued to remain the same through those 18 months. I was diagnosed with end-stage liver disease, um, which resulted in acute kidney failure. And that came from not only am I severely dehydrated, but they were giving me diuretics because I would get ascites, which is a buildup of fluid in your abdomen. And so they were giving me diuretics in order to help get rid of the fluid, but it was dehydrating me even more, which caused the kidney failure, which caused me to go on dialysis. Um, and so I ended up having a weekly paracentesis, which is where they go in and they drain the fluid out of my abdomen. Um, and dialysis 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for 3.5 hours each session. Um, so basically, that was my life for the last 18 months. My week was taken up. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I had dialysis. Tuesdays, I had my drain done. Thursdays, I had to go to alcohol and drug counseling as a requirement to get on the transplant list. Because they told me from the very beginning, from when I was diagnosed, September of last year, um, no, 2021, um, I needed a transplant, liver transplant. So now, because of my kidney, they're looking at a kidney transplant, but not like get rid of my old kidneys, like do a piggyback, what they call a piggyback. So now I have three kidneys, two of them which aren't so kosher, and then my third one, which is perfectly healthy and working overtime for the other two. Um, but everything changed April 29th, 2023, which was last month. I was admitted to OSU um, hospital with severe stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, and ascites, which is the buildup of the fluid. Um, I was monitored because I had an infection and in the fluid, and it's nothing I did. They call it spontaneous. It's a spontaneous infection. It just comes out of nowhere. Nobody knows why. It just pops up. Um, Although, certain people have said, "What did you do? Did you eat something wrong? Did you drink something wrong? You know, what did you do to cause the infection?" Nothing. It's called spontaneous because it's spontaneous. It just happens. I didn't do anything, but some people just like to blame for the sake of blaming. But anyway, um, so I was kept in the hospital to be monitored um, for infection of my abdominal fluid. And when they took my blood, like my blood pressure runs low anyway, um, but like my sodium level, uh, what else? Like all of those levels were lower than they were supposed to be. So they wanted to keep me in the hospital to get those levels up. Um, And then they decided, you know what? You need a transplant. We're just gonna keep you here, monitor you until you get your transplant, until we get you on the list and get you a transplant. And I was like, oh, because some people wait forever for a transplant. I'm like, I don't want to be in the hospital and go home. Well, the morning of May 13th of this month, I was told I was being evaluated for the active transplant list finally. Um, and usually they ask for 3 months of counseling. I went to 3 sessions. And because I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years, everybody at the counseling center was like, why are you here? I'm like, I don't know. It's a requirement. And the counselor was like, well, I don't need to um, counsel you for drinking. So is there anything else you want to talk about? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, okay. Well, if there is, let me know. I'm like, okay. Um, so I talked to the transplant counselor, and she was like, you know what? She has the green light. She doesn't need to go to counseling. And so they placed me on the active transplant list about 5:30 in the morning on the next day. Next morning, 5:30 in the morning, they're like, "Hey, you're on the active list." I was like, "Cool." About 9:30, doctor transplant team came back in and said, we got you a liver and kidney. We're gonna go ahead and do the transplant." So they left the room to go get some stuff, and then the coordinator called me in the hospital room and said, told me about the kidney, or told me about the liver and kidney, told me a little about the donor, which, you know, I tend to be somewhat of a bleeding heart. And I'm like, I don't want to hear about the donor. I just, it's a horrible, it's a bittersweet feeling knowing that this person whose life has passed is giving you a new life. This guy, he was my age. He was in his 40s like I am. And he didn't make it. So now because he didn't make it, I get to. And it's like, well, how is that fair? I mean, but you know what? When I first signed up for my driver's license when I was 18, I put myself down as an organ donor, ironically enough. You know, but good for me. My heart is strong, my lungs are strong. I still have good organs to donate when I die, pass. Um, but I when I did the donor, thing, I didn't expect to be where I'm at right now. You know, mark liver and kidneys off the list. Well, who knows? Maybe I can because my old liver is gone. I have a whole new liver. Um, my new liver. So, uh, she calls me and tells me, some stuff about the liver and kidney, but she said that there are two issues, hepatitis B and C. I wasn't worried about hepatitis C because during my dialysis, I would get almost weekly vaccines against hepatitis C. Hepatitis B, they said we can treat it and it won't be a problem for you. And I was like, you know what? If you guys can treat it and I won't be affected by it, I'll take it. Because I was sick and tired of living with this. I basically felt like I was carrying triplets. I mean, I lost over 160 pounds. I lost a whole person, due to this disease. And um, I and yet I'm carrying a gut with 20 plus pounds of fluid in it. I mean, I was sick and tired. I'm like, if you guys can treat it, I will take it. Um, so she's like, cool, we'll go ahead and set it up. Then, about an hour later, they called and said they had a clean liver and kidney for me, which was out of state, and they were flying it in. And as soon as it landed, they would prep me for surgery. So at about 3 p.m. that same day, I received a liver and kidney transplant. Um, so, it was successful. They said my liver is doing great. They said from the moment we put it in and stitched you up, your liver has been doing fantastically. I mean, it couldn't be better. Now, my kidney, um, not so good. Um, it was basically what I refer to as a pouting toddler sitting in the corner, sucking its thumb. It did not want to work. It was stubborn, stubborn. And I did have to go to one bout of dialysis in the hospital, but then one day they were giving me diuretics, they were giving me steroids, they were giving me whatever they could give me to jumpstart that kidney. And eventually, um, about 5 days ago, my kidney jumped into action. I mean, I was actually urinating so much that I had to get, um, it's called a Purewick. It's basically a like a banana shaped sponge that sucks up. It's like a vacuum, so you can actually pee your pants and it will vacuum all of the urine into a container. Because I physically I was not able to get up every 5 minutes to go to walk to the restroom. I was that weak and in that much pain. I could not do it. So they said, you know what? If you need to get up to use the bathroom, just do it. If you have to, do both. And so that's where I left it. And the doctors were monitoring it and they're like, wow, they're like, that kidney just sprung into action. So now I have a healthy liver. I have a healthy, strong kidney. No more dialysis. No more paracentesis. No more ascites. I am back to me. And I mean, the only thing is my legs. I have to rebuild the strength in my legs. Like, I could not if I were to sit in a regular chair, I wouldn't be able to get out. My leg strength, I cannot lift myself with my legs enough to get me out. If I were to sit on a standard um, toilet, I would not be able to get up at all. Um, a standard chair, nope. So I actually had to buy a riser for the toilet so I can at least get up. You know, I had to get a shower chair. They gave me a riser for the toilet, a or not a shower chair, a walker so I can get around. Because one of the big things is get up and get up and get moving, because I need to build strength in my legs. Um, and they're very about get up and get moving. Physical therapy comes by your room every day, sometimes twice. Let's get up and get moving. Let's get up, eat your meals in the recliner instead of in bed. And in the beginning, it's like, I don't want to. I just want to lay in bed. But after a while, I found that getting up and getting around and sitting in a chair actually felt better on my abdomen and my sutures than laying in bed. So that's what I started doing. And so initially they wanted to send me to inpatient rehab, physical therapy, but because I couldn't walk. And I was making so much progress that they were like, well, um, I think that they're like, well, I don't think she needs to go to inpatient. She's far too um, advanced for inpatient. It's not going to do her any good. So they're like, you can go home. Just we'll send you home with some medical supplies and just make sure you're doing your physical therapy at home. They were going to have home health care call me, see how I'm doing, if I need to have a worker come and help me out, which I don't. I have my husband, my mother-in-law, my son to help me. And if not, I follow what they say, get up and get moving. You know, I get up and go to the restroom on my own. Um, I have a cane. I still haven't received the walker. They said that they would send the walker, um, send me a, or they would deliver a walker to my house. I haven't gotten it yet. Maybe they'll deliver it today because, or no, tomorrow because I don't know, because today's Sunday, tomorrow's Memorial Day, so I don't know when they're going to deliver it. But I have a friend on Facebook that I talk to. I actually have an Amazon wish list, which I will link in the description. Um, and I put medical stuff that I need. Two of the medical supplies I had on there was a rollator. It's like a rolling walker. I don't know if you've seen it. Like it has wheels on it with brakes and a seat where you can put the brakes on and sit down. Um, he bought one of those and sent it to me off of my wish list. Um, that I asked for that because when I go out, like when we go to the store or the mall or out to dinner, I need to be able to sit. I can walk for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but then I gotta sit down and rest because my legs get weak. And if my legs get weak, my knees give out or I topple. And I need to be able to sit down and build up that energy again to get up and walk. He also sent me a shower chair because same thing in the shower. I'm allowed to shower now because I had my port taken out for dialysis. Um, but I need to be able to sit down so I don't slip or fall in the shower because my legs are giving out. Um, he didn't even tell me he was going to do it. Suddenly he messaged me. He's like, "Here you go. I bought these for you." I was like, I mean, he's my best friend, you know. And we've only hung out a couple times and we talk not every day, you know, but I would consider him my best friend. There are friends I talk to every day, multiple times a day, who all they do is, you know, um, blame and condescend and um, they're like, oh, well, you could do this and you can do that. And it's like, well, I have a friend and we're not very close. Yet he cared about me enough to go to my wish list and say, you know what? I care about you enough. I want you to have a successful recovery. And if this is going to help you have a successful recovery, then I am more than happy to get these for you because I know, yeah, there are five people right now in my household. And um, my husband is supporting everyone. And it's hard on him. So financially, we're not doing good. I get a little help from my mom because now I'm immune compromised. So, and there are certain things I can and cannot eat. So my mom helps me out with money for food when she can. And then, I take it day by day, you know, what foods I'm able to get and what foods I'm not able to get. Um, so yeah, I my train went off the rail here. So yeah, the hospital sent me home with a walker, a commode, but I don't need the commode part. I just need the riser. Um, Blood pressure monitor they sent me home with. Um, Thermometer and what was the other thing? Blood pressure. And there was one other thing. Blood pressure thermometer. And oh, they also sent me home with this. It's a pill organizer because this is my new life. See this? It's all medication. All medication I have to take every single day. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 bottles of pills I have to take every day. A couple of them, like my anti-rejection medication, one of them I have to take 5 pills twice a day, and the other one I have to take 4 pills. This is my medication list. It's 2 pages long that I have to follow. One, I have to take 5 capsules of this is just one medication. 5 capsules 2 times a day. And the other medication, 4 capsules 2 times a day. So that's 10 pills. Plus there's 11 plus there's 12 more bottles of medication that I have to take. Some of them I have to take 2, some of them I have to take 3. So I'm taking like one of these full to the top of pills. So because of the anti-rejection meds, I'm going to be immune compromised for the rest of my life, which means I need to have my special foods, my special preparation. I need to be sanitized and clean all the time. And so it puts an extra burden on us financially. Um, it just does. Of course the hospital will do what they can to help me with. I have health insurance. I'm going to apply for Medicare and disability, see if I can get that. Anything I can do to be able to bring in more money for my medications, for my medical supplies, for whatever I'm going to do, because being sick is not cheap. Being sick in this country is expensive. But I have to say that I've been given a second chance with this transplant. Up until my transplant, my life has just been traumatic, just chaotic, abusive, just think of it and it happened to me. And now I have and the way I dealt with it was alcohol and food. And look at where it left me. So now I have a new chance to start over with a clear head and make the best of my second chance, because not everyone gets a second chance at life. Um, so that's what I've been up to. Now that we're caught up, I am going to make more videos on my progression. I'm probably not going to do an everyday video. What I'm going to do is when things change, when things happen, um, or I have more information to give you guys, I will uh, post a video. So it's going to kind of be sporadic, the videos that I post, but yeah, I just wanted to, I thought this was a significant change in my um, diagnosis. And so I wanted to post a video, let you guys know how I'm doing, because I know it's been a really long time. Um, but yeah, that's what's been happening over the last year and a half. And to the right now, I'm doing great. Um, my it sutures don't hurt anymore. I still have the staples. I don't know if those fall out by themselves or the doctor takes them out, or I don't know. But I do have a um, doctor's appointment on Thursday, I think, and see what they say. I don't know if they're gonna, but I have to follow a certain regimen. Like, I'm not allowed to take a bath or soak for 6 weeks. I'm not allowed to do this for 6 months. I'm not allowed to do that. For the next year, I'm going to be closely evaluated. Um, I'm going to have weekly, you know, doctor visits. So I'm still going to be busy going to the doctors um, and progressing in my recovery. But so far, so good. I'm in no pain. My sutures are healing nicely. I'm still dehydrated, so I need to fluid. Um, Hopefully with this new liver and kidney, I'll get the um, dehydration to go away. Which I also think that it has to do with my medication. I think some of my medications give me like the dry mouth and the dehydration. So, um, but yeah, that's basically, it's coming up on 30 minutes, so it's been too long. Um, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna try to get some rest. So, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Not sure when that's gonna be, but um, if you want to know, then if you're not subscribed, then subscribe and hit the bell, and it will let you know, hey, Caroline just posted. If you want to see like what she's up to and be nosy, there's her video. So I hate saying that. Subscribe, comment, like, share. No, I'm not that type of person because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a video creator picture. I know some people who they're all about the pictures and they're all about the videos. Send a picture, post a video. Like I have friends who are like, take pictures, post pictures, post this, post a video, go on YouTube and make money. No, that's not me. That's not me. I'm just saying, if you want to know how I'm doing, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll know, hey, Caroline updated. Let's see what she's up to. And otherwise, if you're gonna subscribe, go ahead. If you're not, no worries. You don't have to do anything. I'm just here to let you know. Up to you what you want to do with the rest of it. So I'm gonna go. It's what, Saturday, Sunday. It's Sunday. So enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye.